All right, here we go. We're gonna go out again today. Just gonna try a little bit of flat lining, maybe some jigging, and a little bit of trolling maybe, see what we get before the storm comes through.
The calm before the storm.
Calm before the storm.
Gonna be some fish.
Maybe. Stay tuned for some hooked up action as we have a shark chase our bonita to the boat, but we still managed to get him and several others on board today. Then some bottlenose porpoises follow the boat for a little bit. And finally, we give you a little bit of bonita fillet education in this catch and cook episode of Hooked.
All right, before we go fishing today, we're going to do a little cast netting, see if we can catch some live bait, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it first, courtesy of Captain Mike at Reel Reports. If you guys haven't followed him yet, definitely do. He's got some great advice. This is one of them. Great way to cast net with one arm. You don't have to put anything in your mouth. I love the technique, and this is what I use. So basically, put your hand through the end of the loop. Don't tie it tight or anything like that, because if you're doing this off a boat and it gets caught up in your motor, you might not be able to get it off in time. So you want this to be quick release if you're able to do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the line, you're going to wrap it up into your hand in about 1 foot coils until you get to the horn of your cast net right here. And you don't have to grab the horn into the coils. You can grab it down a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure this is untangled and it's nice and spread out. And you want to make sure there's no twist in your cast net. And then you're going to grab this about 1 foot down, put it in your hand just like the coils, continue down, put that one in your hand, and now you've got the entire cast net dangling here in one big section. So what we're going to do is we're going to split that up, and we're going to do about 50-50 on the lead line. Once I got about 50 of them, 50% of it here, I'm going to loop that over. See how I did that? I'm going to put that over into where I've coiled everything up, and this is sort of looped over the top. And now what happens is I've got the left side is over here onto the right, looped over, and the rest of it is down here. And you can see that there is a lead line that connects the two. You're going to pull that up over your thumb. And now, if I grab down by the bottom to open up where that cone would be, this is basically going to be the position you're going to throw the cast net in. Now all you got to do is look for your bait. Choppy today, but we're out here looking for a little bit of a weed line as much as you can in a windy day. We went across one a little bit earlier. Seemed like it had a bunch of fish below, but we didn't get any bites. Just using a flat line, number 5 circle hook, and some live filters. Looking around again, a couple flying fish jumping out of the water, just looking for that weed line. Sardines wasn't working, so we're going to try a little bit of trolling here. And Kim's setting up the outrigger there, and we got what do we got on that side? A feather? Is it the bubbler or the feather? It's the bubbler plug. Oh no, that's the feather. So we're gonna have a feather out on this side, a bubbler plug on the other, and probably a couple jets in the middle. So 4 lines out. So we get. We're out here at about 150 feet or so, and we're gonna troll around this area on the shelf. Probably a little shallower. 2 fish on, double fish on. We got 2 of them on. I gotta get this one in right here because that one over there is holding on to the other one. Just wearing them out. Probably a couple bonita. I'm not sure. We're still in 115 feet of water, so it could really be anything. I'm hoping for a school of dolphins. Let's see what we get. All right, what you got? What you got? Let's see. Let's bring them in. Let's bring them in. I'll get the net. Oh yeah, okay, now start to back up and lift the top. Reel it in a little more. Okay, back now, hold on, okay. Got him on the red and white bubbler. Right up the back.
The shark's following him, the shark's following him.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
Gotta beat the shark.
Get that in before the shark gets it. I'm gonna swing him in the boat because he's not fighting anymore. Oh, that bull shark almost got him. Okay. He's out of breath. All right. Come on. Well, just a couple Bonita on that one, but that's probably all we're going to get today. We'll see. We'll get lucky if we get some dolphin or some kings or something like that. But we're setting the trolling lines back out since that's where we're having the luck. Usually on the choppier days, seem to bite more on the trolling lines. So again, we're putting the feather jig on that one. We're putting the bubbler out on this one, and another bubbler one on the back. So let's see what we get. Another fish on. Another fish on.
I think we should grab all the way and it's still going.
Yeah, that's because it's just it's not on tight drag. You can push that button in up top. Nope, not that one. Just the one right above the lever. There you go. And that's the strike one. Okay, you can go right past. There you go. That's probably enough. All right, another one. Getting some good hits today. Let's see what we got.
So a couple of our setups have these Shimano TLD 50 2-speeds, and these are really nice. It's got the lever drag on it, and basically what Kim was talking about was this button right here. You can set your drag, prior to that strike button, so it's a minimum drag up to a fairly decent amount, but it still leaves some drag in there in case you got a decent sized fish and you don't want to lock up your reel and pull the hook or straighten the hook. But if you really want to lock it up and the drag is still giving too much, then all you do is you press that strike button in and you press the lever past it, and you can lock your reel up and bring that fish in, especially if they're a lighter fish or if he's petered out and you're just dragging him in. The other nice thing is you got this second speed button right here, and you can really start to crank those things in. We love these. They're great for the size fish that we're going after out here, and they withstand anything.
All right, bringing it around to the side of the boat. Let's see what we got. I got the net. It's either a gaffer or a netter. We'll see. I see it. Got color. Got color. Ah, yeah, there we go. Looks like another Bonita. So Kim just cut the gills and put them in the fish hold. Now she's rinsing the deck down. So that fish is bleeding out. People don't think Bonita's good, but we like them. If they're good size, you can get some decent fillet meat out of them.
We're going to try the pan serum this time.
Yeah, pan-sear sesame. Yeah. They're good. Keep the bigger ones where you can get some decent meat.
Catch and cook. Review later.
A little weather off in the distance. Might get a little freshwater rinse while we're out here today. Another double fish on. Got two of them. I'm gonna have to keep this boat steady here. We're in some pretty choppy weather now. And gotta pull it back to idle and help bring these in. Hopefully we'll get some more of that on tape. I'll do my best. This guy's a little too small. It's a little damage on the back side of his head there, but we're gonna let him go. We don't want to take him this little, so here he goes. Go home, buddy. Wow, we barely let these things out, and they're just biting them. Yeah, small one. We've been having to throw some back. They've been a little bit too small. Just keeping the larger ones. But they're fun, biting fish. Fish on, fish on. Too bad it's on the small troller. Those are harder to bring in. Gotta bring back the speed a little bit. Fish on. Feel pretty good? All right, Kim's gonna let them wear out a little bit in the pole holder, and she's gonna put the belt on. Just because that rod has got a smaller reel, it's tougher to get comfortable. All right, we got color. Yep, he's right there. All right, swim him up to the side of the boat. I'll see if I can get him. Another little one, not too big. I mean, it was a decent size. It was sort of a medium.
Another Bonita.
Another Bonita. We let him go, though, because we're just keeping the really big ones. Still trolling the 100-foot line. Picked it up to about 1900, 2000 RPM. They like it a little faster out here. And hopefully maybe get a dolphin or maybe even a small wahoo trolling at a little faster speed. Waiting for the next bite. All right, fish on. We got another one. Sounds like a bigger one. It's on the bigger reel. And he's taking that one. He's taking that drag out. Probably gonna be our last pull in, yeah, because the weather's just getting bad out here and we want to get in. We got color.
Oh, it's a nice size one. Look at that. All right, well, that's a keeper. Woohoo! There he is. Oh, awesome. We got some, not the dolphin that we're fishing for, but porpoises, that kind of dolphin, reaching the water out here. These guys are jumping out and landing on their backs.
I wonder if he has some friends.
Oh, I hope they come out again. You guys can see them. That was pretty cool. Well, we slayed the bonita today. Nothing else, but nice sized bonitas. So we actually like to eat them, and we're now gonna take them back and flay them up and cook them in the sesame pan-seared style and show you how that's done. Back in Safe Harbor with the paddle boarders. It's all common here. There she is. Tells the world where we are. Jupiter Inlet. All right, we're gonna fillet these bonitas. I've already done 3, so this will be the last one. This is the smallest guy here, but first thing you want is a really sharp knife, and since I've already done 3 of them, this one's starting to get a little bit dull, and it's not the best quality knife, but it's gonna have to make do for now. But these guys have a lot of really good meat that tastes a lot like tuna, so you definitely want to get that part of it out of these fillets. And even though the meat's not going to yield as much good quality meat as a tuna, you can still get tuna quality meat out of these guys. So what you want to first do is, if you're not going to gut the fish first, which it's a quicker way to fillet when you don't gut the fish first, you have to be careful not to cut the contents of the belly open. But what I typically do is I'll start up above the head area and then come around the pectoral fin and back toward the neck, and then we'll start back up where this cut was in the head area, and there's a lot of little bones in there you got to cut through. But you're going to take the tip of your fillet knife and you're going to feel for the backbone there, and you're going to take that fillet knife and you're going to go right along the edge of that backbone, getting as much of that meat filleted off as possible, coming all the way down to the tail. And you're just going to kind of flap this thing open until you get down to that spinal bone. And when you do, you're going to lift that knife a little bit, and you're going to come over the edge and try to dig down on the other side. Now again, these fillets, once you get it off of this fish, will have a lot of red, dark red bloodline meat in them. So as soon as we get this fillet off, we'll trim that off, and I'll show you that here in a second. As you can see, this fillet is peeling off very nicely, and as soon as I get down to here, I'm just going to cut it away before I get into any of the stomach contents, so I don't ruin any of the meat. All right, now as you can see, this fillet has come completely off the fish now. That's what it kind of looks like right there. We're going to skin it off the skin, but now you can see this is where the spine is right here, and there's a lot of bloodline meat in here, so we didn't care about that. We'll put that aside. We'll do the other side in a second. If you look at this, a lot of the good meat's on the sides, and then you got the bloodline in the middle. So you're going to start by taking the bloodline out and doing one side of the fillet at a time. And it tends to be on bonita, you got to cut this one pretty wide, because that really dark red bloodline meat really sinks in, and you got to cut it out. So this is a fairly nice one. There's not too much here. I'm going to shave just a tad bit off of there, and then you've got this nice, red tuna style meat that's left over, and that's what you want. You don't want this really dark red bloodline meat where the blood has seeped into the meat. That's kind of bitter tasting. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little tail of meat off so I can have something to grab onto. And this is where it really, again, pays to have a really sharp knife. But I'm going to push this knife down toward the table so I can just follow that skin line as close as possible to the skin and shave that meat off. As you can see, there's hardly any meat on that at all. Incidentally, these are pretty good to use for catching more. So now I have this left, and I'm going to feel for bones anywhere. It feels pretty smooth. It's nice, and it looks good. There's no really dark red in here. And if there was, what I would do, and there might be just a little bit like right in here, I would just shave it off. Shave off that really dark red so you don't get that bitter taste. And the rest of it is sushi quality, and that's a really nice fillet. And that's how we're going to do that. We're going to fill this bag up right here with all the bonita fillets that we caught today, and start cooking them up with pan-seared sesame. All right, welcome to the catch and cook portion of this. Kim's going to show you what she did with this bonita, the fillets that I filleted up.
We took strips of bonita that were nicely filleted, and I rolled them, I patted them dry, rolled them in sesame seed, and I lightly sauteed them in oil, and then I cut them in segments that we can eat with chopsticks and soy sauce.
All right, time for the taste test. We have our Kikkoman sauce right here, soy sauce. Just a little bit of palate cleansing peaches right there. Of course, got to have your beer. My beer of choice tonight is going to be the Peroni. And then Brussels sprouts over here. These are the well done. And so this is going to be more like just cooked fish, but these over here are going to be the just pan-seared sushi style, pan-seared and sesame encrusted. So here we go. All right, we're even getting the kids to try this. So, you know, that kid tested, right? So here we go. Which one are you going to try first, Stephen?
I'm gonna try one of these because it looks
The pan-seared?
Yes.
With or without the sauce?
With the sauce.
Okay. So this is bonita, and it's if you cut away all the really dark red meat, it should be very tuna tasting. What do you think?
Tastes pretty good.
All right, Elena is not a fish person, so let's ask her. I'm gonna try one of these. I'm gonna try one of these.
One without sauce at first.
One without sauce first? Yeah. Okay. Me too. Here we go. Me too. Fresh out of the sea today, and that tastes like tuna.
That's good.
It actually tastes pretty good.
You like to cook this one?
That's coming from not a fish person there. Next one I'm gonna try is one of these pan-seared with the Kikkoman soy sauce. So let's do that. How about you, Steven? Kikkoman soy sauce. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, that's ponzu. Here's a sauce.
Ooh, that's good. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one better.
Yeah.
Which one do you like? These are cooked foods.
Oh my gosh. I think it's really good. I'll try these cooked ones here. One of the cooked ones. That still tastes good. I mean, it's just like cooked good fish, you know? Nobody likes bonita for some reason, but this really proves them wrong. What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's like tuna.
Yep. I think it's good. It's a hit. It's a hit. Don't throw your bonita back. Use some for bait, but you know what? Eat the rest. See you next time on another episode of Hooked.
Get out there and get hooked.
Good morning, this is Kim Oberst here this morning. We're getting ready to go fishing. We need to catch some live bait. We think there might be some here at the edge of the water line, so we're going to cast net. I learned cast netting from Captain Mike on his channel. Subscribe to him, we'll put a link below. And Captain Eric, he further instructed me. So now I'm about ready to try some instruction myself. Got a cast net here with no tangles, all washed out, ready to go. And I have the line. Okay. So there's a hook on the end of the line that you're going to put on your wrist. You're not going to want to make this too tight. You want to just have it there and coil the rope up in 1 foot increments, 1 foot loops, all the way down until you reach the cast net. The cast net has a horn here. You want to make sure that the top of the net is matched up with the top of the line. Okay, and then you're going to go about 1 foot down the net. Just add that to your loop like you would of the rope. About another foot down, you can also consider adding that. If the cast net's big and I'm small, so consider adding that. Okay, now you got a bunch of leads here, a lead line. You want to separate this into 50-50 on the lead line. You don't want to grab it right at the base of the lead line, but about up one part of a loop up, and you want to also add that to your coil. So you have a bunch of lead back here. Now, right at the base of that lead, and your thumb is exposed, you want to loop that on your thumb so that gets it a wider circle when you toss it. And you go down a little further down on that lead line. And keep this part straight from where your thumb is to the top first part of your hip, okay? We're gonna toss this in the water, see what we can catch. Make sure you use the twisting motion of your hips and you toss it up into the water. See how it works.